So we have a list of vehicles that are in the most fatal accidents in the United States.
Oh, that's morbid.
Yes, let's talk about that for a second.
Let's talk about death?
Yeah. So I just want
you said that we weren't going negative.
No, this is factual. This isn't fake news. This is
I didn't
real.
say it wasn't factual. I said it's negative.
Oh, well, it depends.
Okay, so these are the cars that are in the most accidents?
That cause fatalities, yes.
Now, would we consider in this measurement that the type of driver that would buy this car would? I was having a conversation with our friend Chase this morning, and he was saying that he was just at the Masters, and they gave him a Tesla to drive, and he turned on the autopilot, right? Is it called autopilot?
I think so.
Autopilot. And he said that the thing almost killed him, that the autopilot was trying to like swerve into the semi, and like that when he had to overcorrect to get out of it, and he said that it was felt very unsafe to him. And I said, well, Chase, the science tells you that the driverless software is safer than humans. But you got to consider everybody in that equation, like people like you that shouldn't be driving. Your license should have been taken away years ago, are in that equation against the Tesla. So the Tesla just has to be better than your average clown driving, like drinking, right?
Yep.
So you got drunk drivers in that equation. You got people that have had no sleep in that equation, right? That are falling asleep at the wheel. You got 90-year-old, old ladies that have no
They can't see over the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it just has to be better. The marker is just better than your average American clown. In this equation, would we take into consideration that, like, if the top car on there is like, let's say a Camaro, would we take into consideration the type of personality that buys that car might be contributing to the fact that that car is in more fatal accidents?
So I would have expected that was the case, that if I looked at the top 5 that they would all be hot rods. Not the case at all.
Really?
Yeah. So
like,
it's
so
the
top car is a Honda Accord. Like, you would say a Honda Accord has a conservative, kind of smart, safe driver.
Honda Accord number 3 on the list.
No way.
Promise.
For the most fatalities?
Yes.
Okay, go through the list.
Number 1, the Chevy Silverado. Number 2,
surprises me.
I think just as surprising, F-150. So if you want to drive a truck.
Trucks are flipping over.
That's right. Number 3 is the Honda Accord, followed closely by the Toyota Camry, another what I would call a very conservative vehicle.
So this must be on volume too, right?
Yeah, so it's graded by volume. So I think that's the other thing you have to understand about Accord and Camry. There's so many of them on. Well, I mean F-150s
so
too.
you'd kind of want to dice this list by taking volume into consideration, because, like, maybe 1 out of 10 Ferraris crashes and kills somebody, but there's only so many of them on the road compared to a Silverado, right?
Right. Now, this is interesting. In the state of California, the car that causes the most is involved in the most fatalities, Honda Civic. Only in California. Every other part of the country, like, the trucks dominate. I think that's fascinating. The low ones.
California's not a truck market. Well, not Southern California.
No. The low stuff on this list, Hyundai Elantra, minimal amount of dead people. Nissan Sentra, Honda CR-V, and Ford Mustang.
So on a rainy day in California, who's the person tailgating you right up on your butt? It's always a guy in a truck.
Yeah, with the big light bar above the top, and it's lifted.
So it is kind of tied to personality.
Yeah, a little bit. And then the balls in the back.
That's always funny.
Yeah. So that makes sense. It's got to have something to do with driving habits, not just volume.
That's a good list. That was fun. Thanks so much for watching this clip of Service Driving Revolution. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.